All right, give me just a second if you're tuning in. A couple minutes, and then we're going to get going. Make sure everything's working. Then we'll be good.
So you're looking to get the still.
Okay.
You take the first pass out. Got it? So and then
You know what season it is? Bathing suit season? No, handsome twin season. Handsome twins in bathing suit season. No.
everybody else will recover.
All right, if you just pull it up, let me know if you can hear the oops. If you just pulled up, let me know if you can hear the sound on this video. Send a comment, let me know if you can hear the sound on this video.
So Cam, you have to, just like you slip right there, you have to look for an opportunity to slip. Yeah, because they were just waiting for you to set the screen. You know what I'm saying? So look for that. And you want to coach your bigs up on
All right, cool. So you can hear the YouTube video. Okay, cool. All right. So we got some stuff that we want to go over. But in the meantime, you guys can check out this video. It's not what we want to do today, but like it's kind of got something to do with what we want to go over today. So let's take a look at it. Ball. Let's go over the younger one. We'll play this until everybody gets in here.
He's unselfish, and he always has his head up. Let's start with this football pass that he throws. As soon as he gets the ball, you better be ready for him because he immediately cocks it back and launches it, and he's extremely accurate with it. I've now seen his brother Lonzo do the same pass in high school and in college. They say one-handed passes aren't accurate, but this is pretty much what it looks like to throw a football. Lamelo also has a good handle, and to go with it, he has a layup package. Has a soft touch on his runners. The ball seems to die as soon as it touches the rim, and that draws the defense out. But he can also complete these hanging left-handed layups. With him getting to where he wants and being able to finish, he can up his assist game.
Nathaniel Collins, what's your favorite color and food? That's pretty random, but my favorite color is green, as it is in my logo, because I just like money, like Mr. Krabs. But I like gray. I like blue. There's always just something about green I just mess with. And food, they used to call me cornbread. That's actually my nickname is cornbread. So that's my favorite food. Random fact about me. Waiting till everybody gets in, then we're going to get everything done.
Let's actually slow it down a bit and take a look at his pick and roll. So first off, he uses them periodically, and he's pretty good at it. And being that it's not an every play occurrence, it makes it tougher to guard. Look closely, runs him right off the screen. Very important if you want to be good at this stuff. And when he goes by, his shoulders are low. It protects the ball, he's in attack mode. Laid around the screen is going up. And if you got a jumper, that's the right read. It's all about making the defense pay. You gotta keep him honest. If you're slow to hedge the screen, he's headed to the cup. Runners and bank shots soft off the glass. And these are shots that every player needs. Why? Because they're so easy to make. Now, I rarely see him make a pocket pass. The bounce pass you make when you hit the roll, man. He has opportunities
I forgot that Montrezl Harrell played with Harden.
to do so. I don't know. Just haven't seen him do it much. He's not perfect off the screen, and I think there's a lot of room to improve. But one thing's for sure, Melo be getting busy off these screens. all that I can go through, I'm going to cover just a few more things. This is the key ingredient. It's confidence. I've never seen
All right. So now we got everybody in. Let's actually just get the show started.
You're in the lab with Devin Williams.
So a lot has happened around basketball lately, around the NBA. But one of the things that I've been really paying attention to is Lamelo. Lamelo is getting better rapidly. I always thought that he had the most potential as a basketball player out of the three brothers. I thought that LiAngelo was the best scorer, which he was, which is crazy because his brother, LaMelo ended up with the highest, scoring game, like where he had like 90 points or something crazy like that. But even still, I still think LiAngelo flat out was the best scorer, but it's turning into LaMelo now. The best passer was, and probably still is right now, is Lonzo, but it's turning into LaMelo. LaMelo's getting comfortable. His confidence is growing even higher. And what I wanted to do is just run you back over something like a video that we had watched a while back, and that was with Lamelo Ball that I had made because it's going to be key to.
Not that easy.
It's going to be key to what I'm going to show you during today's film session. So let's check that out. We're not going to watch exactly the whole video, but this is when I started to see it. When I started to see Lamelo really has a chance to be really good. So here's a video that I made a while back for those that are new. I did like a little player breakdown on him when he was in the Drew League. And when I saw him doing this stuff against grown men, I said, uh-oh. Because then he grew. It's funny watching the last video that we were watching to now because he's like taller and he's more mobile and he's still doing the same things that he was doing but just better. So all the critiques that I have, somebody's been watching my videos because he got better at them. But let's check it out though.
Here we are, a few years later. Let's see if he lived up to all that potential.
Oh, there we go. Oh, why are you tripping right now? There we go. Let's skip ahead all this. Run a little bit slow, but we go. Shout out to Calvin Meyer to help me
And
film
after
this.
watching, I'm more than certain he should be in the lottery of next year's draft.
Call it that one. Definitely was a lottery pick. I think he went number 3, right?
What made me see it was him playing in the Drew League this year. Ain't no babies allowed around these parts. It's a physical league, packed with lots of talent and players that are.
You know what was interesting? People were still like calling me crazy for saying that he would go in the lottery. I was like, what are you guys watching? He's playing against like he's in the Drew League killing. He was like runner up for the MVP.
He's the real deal. And this video will show you his potential. Okay, let's speed things up. We'll start off with something new. So he's taller. A lot taller. You knew he would grow. Big feet, long arms. But what I didn't see coming was his bounce. But I should have though, right? Because we all know Zoe got it. And why he hasn't caught all the way up to Big Bro, it looks like it's coming. But dunks aren't what impressed me.
I'm going to call this right now, and you're going to think I'm crazy. Some of you guys may think I'm crazy, may not, but he's going to bang on somebody before All-Star break. He is. If somebody really focused on his leg, he's definitely gotten stronger, but if somebody focuses on his legs, and his core and everything, like in a big way, he's going to get bouncy. I can see it. He just hasn't capitalized on all that stuff, but he's definitely got a lot stronger, though.
It's how he uses his bounce to increase his finishes. What's also aged well is his floater package. While some of the shots are super unorthodox, the ball always seems to down the rim and fall in the bucket.
I believe that his floaters and his finishing is. I don't even know it. I think his passing is the best part, his best asset. I think he passes the ball the best. But I will say this: his finishing packages, it's like so much better than his brothers. Can we all agree on that? That he finishes like way better than his brothers, Lonzo and Leandro. Lonzo he can't even jump on the curb. Like he has no bounce. He can dunk, but it's not like you guys know what I'm saying. Easily the best finishing package.
The height, the finishing package, the touch. It's all adding up at the right time. But let's go over what really makes him stand out. So let's back up a few years ago. You remember when I said this about Melo? Now I rarely see him make a pocket pass. The bounce pass you make when you hit the roll, man. He has opportunities to do so. I don't know. Just haven't seen him do it much. He's not perfect off the screen, and I think there's a lot of room to improve. Well, can't say it anymore. And as a matter of fact, I say the complete opposite now. He's good at those passes. To me, it's what makes him officially a special passer. You mix that in with the dimes he drops and those full court bombs he throws, it leads me to believe he has more potential as a passer than his brother.
Honestly, I'm starting to think that he's a better passer. I think Lonzo makes the more obvious pass, which you want to play with Lonzo more, but LaMelo's starting to do that. And he's getting, like, every critique that I have for him, he's gotten better over the years, which is cool. I don't know if he's watching. I know his dad watched it. I know his brother watched the video that I made on him, but whatever he's gotten, I critiqued him on his shooting. His shooting got better. I critiqued him especially on the pocket passes. He started making the pocket passes. But today I'm going to critique him on something else that I know that he's not doing that I feel like he needs to get better at.
He's always been a good passer, but adding a pocket pass consistently, it makes him more of a threat being that will attack too. But that's not all. He's good at making hook passes, cross-court, tight quarters, and with both hands. In my opinion, it's something everybody should be working on. It may seem like Melo's a bad defender, but overall, I don't think he is.
Okay, so this part is one of the parts that I would critique him on. His defense isn't terrible. It's not good, and it's just not bad. But he has so much room to grow it in this area. Here's the thing, though. His brother's Lonzo's still way better at him at defending. A lot of people, because of what happened in the championship game, NCAA, or what? No, it wasn't even the championship. UCLA versus Kentucky, I believe, when De'Aaron Fox went off for 40. A lot of people thought Lonzo couldn't play defense, and I was screaming to everybody, no, Lonzo's a defender. Everybody thought I was crazy. Nobody ever, went back over there like Dev was saying that you kept he can guard. Lonzo can really guard. LaMelo can't guard the ball as good as Lonzo. No way. That's easily what Lonzo does better. But LaMelo has the potential to do that. I really think that he does, though.
On ball, okay, you got me. He's getting better, though, especially when he tries. But most of the time, it seems like he's just chilling. But he's causing the other team to speed up through how he plays on both ends. I've seen it in high school, and I've seen it against grown men now. One way he does it is with his long arms. He always traces the ball and gets his hands on passes. Another way is, if you try to go one-on-one with one of his teammates and he's nearby, he'll jump you.
How many steals is LaMelo averaging this year? Can somebody look that up for me?
While in the post or even by half court. You'll hear his grandfather yell the whole game, double him, and you see Melo run up right after that. And he's one of those players that seem to always be in the right spot at the right time. He combines that with those bombs that he throws and also unauthorized shots.
If you guys are currently watching this video, click the thumbs up for me, please, just to help us grow. But more importantly, subscribe. Most of the people who watch these videos don't even subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications, more importantly, so you can instantly be updated when all this stuff has come out. So turn on your notifications for me.
A lot of times Melo will just run up and hoist a three from the volleyball line. I will say that he's not that accurate of a shooter right now, and if I had to guess, his three-point percentage would be pretty low. But I don't think that matters.
Averaging 1.5 steals.
But you can't leave him open or he'll catch fire. But even when he misses, the ball bounces all over the place. Sometimes even when the defense is transitioning. And so what does that all cause? It makes the other team play just like him, running and gunning. His play style not only makes them play at a high speed, but even the refs are moving up and down the court. So his offense and defense is his defense, if that makes any sense. Something that you don't see every day like how he does it.
You know, 1.5 steals is pretty good. 2 will get you the most steals in the season. You know, or like the highest. I mean, who's averaging the most steals? It can't be like 3. I don't think it is. I could be wrong about that, but you know, 1.5 is really good.
First video, I never really touched on Melo's moves because personally, I didn't think they were that good. But now it's not much I can say. That's definitely improved. I'll see shorter guards stand him up every now and then, but personally, I believe his handles and moves are better than both of his brothers. Mixtapes don't always tell the full story, but what it can do is show you the type of potential a player has. So let's back up and put all this together. I want you to see the type of player that LaMelo can be.
Somebody said, if the Pels play Lonzo, let Lonzo play pick and roll like Charlotte does with Melo, he'd be more effective. They just put homie in the corner. Yeah, they don't use Lonzo right. It really sucks. I don't know if, having him have the ball all the time is the best move because that's not the type of player he is. He's not the type of player like LaMelo is. He's the player that you want to play with, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to find you. If you run, if you're open, Lonzo's going to find you. Nobody has used Lonzo the way that, you want to use that you should use Lonzo, which is really unfortunate because now we're having to turn him into a player who he's not. But it's not going to hurt having him have a better jumper. So that's a good thing. I like the fact that they're developing this jumper. It has made strides. However, they haven't used him right. They really haven't, and it sucks to see. So hopefully they can start using him right. But
I think he's about a year away from playing in the
I don't know. We'll see. See what I said right here. If I was
best
minor.
league in the world.
So a year away
how
from
long
playing
will
in the
he
best league, and he did.
Will he be a bust? Or will he be a player that we talk about for years? If you ask me, he's top 5, at least top 10. He has some things in his games that a lot of people just don't have. But is he coachable? Is he a hard worker? I guess only time will tell.
And time did tell. Time absolutely did tell. For the most part, I mean, he's kind of new in the NBA. He's a rookie. He's got a lot left to play. He's got to stay healthy and different things. But let's take a look at what we're seeing currently. A lot of it came true. The other day, he was the youngest player. He was the youngest player to go for a triple-double, which is nuts. So now we're going to jump into just actually breaking down some of the film, not just with him, but from the games that we saw, and go from there. And I think that it was a very, very good showing for the dude, man. Like, he's turning into a really good player, man. He really is. And it's fun to watch, and I want to see him continue to improve. Now, one thing that I know that he needs to rapidly improve on, he passes the ball and he stands there. I want him to pass the ball and start to relocate because what I'm seeing is his jumper is starting to improve from deep too. And he's looking to get into mid-range pull-up. My fault, Dante. Appreciate the sending the money through. How would you use Lonzo if he's not ball dominant? Hands off pick and roll to get him downhill for kick out and finishes or what? See, the thing about pick and roll, if you're going to be good in pick and roll, you have to be able to score off of those pick and rolls. In today's game, you have to be able to score. And so Lonzo is not really ready to handle a heavy scoring load. Now, I think it's good to put him in the pick and roll situation every now and then. But Lonzo plays better when the ball is moving or when we're playing faster. So I think that Pelicans should just play faster. They have length. They have guys that can run the floor. They have a few shooters. And most importantly, they have Zion and they have Brandon Ingram. And Ingram, something I've been heavily critical on Brandon Ingram. But one thing I've always known is that he could defend when he wants. And when he gets downhill, he can really score. So put him in more situations where he's attacking the basket into his jumper and gradually let his jumper develop. So that's kind of my thing. Is just like they need to run more. They got guys that can protect the rim for the most part and rebound. You got Bledsoe who can run the floor, can pass a little bit too apparently. Lonzo, who's going to look for you every time that you run. Like, I want to play with a player like that. And that's what I see more of, Lonzo being more successful if we're getting the tempo way more up and down. So, anyways, back to LaMelo, who, if you watch this game, let me know the grade that you would give LaMelo and then the grade that you would give Lonzo. Because I didn't think that either one of them played bad. I didn't think that they played great. When I was overly critical about LaMelo and be able to hit this roll, man, and he started making that open pass. A lot of times, it's this. Just kind of walking. And my thing is I want him to feel back to an open spot because technically this isn't the best shot a lot of the times when you got two guys around you. normally on really, really good teams, these kickouts are happening. So instead of him just kind of walking and walking, like bro, like let's fill out, get to an open spot, and expect to get the ball back. I see that a lot from him. A lot. And it's something that if you're going to continue to improve on your skill like he has, then let's start moving better without the ball in general. We can't just pass and, okay, that's it. Nah, like the play keeps going. You have to expect and play like you're going to get the ball back. It's a good pass. Okay. A little bit of heat on it, but he made the pass. So a lot of you guys are giving both of them like B's, which I'm not overly critical of those 2 games, or those games that they played. I'm saying 2 games because Lamelo played 2 games this week, and we're gonna go over that one too when he had the triple-double. Charlotte, if they keep going, they could be pretty solid. And they actually have some pretty notable wins. So all right, so this for example, when he passes it out, JJ Redick is like kind of out to play. Like move over and be that next pass, that extra pass. Be ready for it. So now he's kind of hopping over a little bit late. Good little pump fake. By Devontae Ingram, who's actually really struggled. Throughout this year. And I'm guessing that's because LaMelo's playing so much, but it's understandable at the same time. So it's a good play. That's a good find. Really good find.
Lamelo Ball can't get the 2 over Redick, and here comes Brandon Ingram.
Let's see. I don't want to throw him.
4 rebounds already for
Still
Ingram.
going.
There's Lonzo Ball with a nice find.
Okay.
Yes, it's good to see y'all again.
Yet he is no ordinary man.
No way that New Orleans should have lost this game, but maybe it's time. I mean, see, the thing about Charlotte, they're just starting to become a lot more fun to watch. They're moving the ball, and the way that LaMelo's playing is low-key contagious. He boomed that. He boomed that one. These passes that he throws, bro, left hand, right hand. Wait, time out. Did anybody see that full court left-handed pass that LeBron threw that in the last game? Like, incredible, bro. Incredible. Off the catch, pretty much. Miles Bridges has been playing excellent for this team. And him and LaMelo were just pretty much a great match. Them two are a great match. See what happens. He gets jammed up on this. He's trying to split it, though. He gets caught up. I'm not mad at the look. Still ended up making a pass. With the Ball brothers, especially Lonzo and LaMelo, they're instinctual players. A lot of their stuff is not so much even IQ. It's just instinct. Now, I don't think that they're, low IQ players by any means. Actually, they're pretty high, but it's good ball movement. Is New Orleans going to make the playoffs? Big question. Because if they don't make it this year, this is like second, third year, it's just like, well, what are we doing? What's the move we're going to make? Because clearly it's not working. It's a good pass. Nasty. Long Euro steps. We've been talking about this, especially in, older videos that I would make. There's no height limit that you could jump on the Euro step. So you could jump straight in the air, come back down and land and still going for that layup. There's no height limit that you could jump. You can jump as far as you want to on that Euro. He does a good job of taking those long strides, using those long legs for the quarter. Bledsoe, who hasn't been a great shooter, walks right into that, knocks it down. But you know what? Charlotte comes back and wins. And they're using Gordon Hayward's actually been playing pretty solid. These twins, I don't know if you guys knew, but they're twins on this squad. They're given good minutes. And most importantly, they just been moving the ball. And I believe in any team that moves the ball like this. No pun intended, but a lot, I was looking at, what was I looking at? One of those shows yesterday or this morning, and they were saying that the Warriors are going to regret not taking LaMelo. No, they're not. They needed a player like James Wiseman. Yes, LaMelo is, so much fun to watch, but they actually needed a player like James Wiseman, and they didn't expect See, guys, I want you to think about this for the Warriors in particular. Just imagine how good they would have been if Klay didn't get hurt. On defense, Andrew Wiggins has actually been really good on defense and playing extremely well. And I can't believe I'm saying this. I said on Twitter, it's almost time to have a freaking Andrew Wiggins film session. I can't believe I'm saying, because he's been garbage to me for the most part. But like I said, I called that he was going to have his best year. But him and Klay and then Wiseman, the addition of Wiseman would have been great. LaMelo, I'm happy that he didn't go to the Warriors, because now he gets more of a chance to shine on a team like this. Nasty layup. Okay, let's look at him this whole play. Good cut right here. Good cut. I mean, you could have spaced out to somewhere different and give him a kick out shot, but like, you gonna nitpick that one? No, I'm not about to nitpick that one. But I still want to see him even better at stretching out the floor. Well, my main thing is he gonna get better on defense, and is he gonna be able to move without the ball better? I think that's going to make his game like different. And he doesn't have to be Steph Curry. It's still a little awkward. His shot is still awkward. Lonzo's shot is still awkward. I believe he dips it a little bit too low. Takes his left hand down a little bit too early, and sometimes his elbow doesn't extend out all the way, but I think that there's still some things that he can get way better at, in terms of his jumper. Brandon Ingram, still much improved player. He almost had that chicken strip right there. Oh, look at Terry Rozier trying to get that chicken strip. That rib cage still, he almost had it too.
Yeah, but I can't repeat what my parents used to call us.
Tough move.
It's a player, they're not nearly as good.
Okay, fill out. Good pass. Extra. Nope. Good recovery on all of them, actually. So, like, I would have loved if this pocket pass went to a live pass. I'm cool with this. He made the floater, but, like, if you're trying to build for the future, you're throwing this live. And especially to him. Especially to him. Now, the shot clock was winding down, and I get that. More awareness of that situation. But I would have loved if that live pass would have went there. And I would have loved in the future if it starts going there. Because he be booming, bro. He be booming them dunks. Miles Bridges seems like LaMelo's new Eli Scott. What are other pieces you want around LaMelo to maximize his talent? So, like, okay, so there was Quan that played with LaMelo and LiAngelo, and that's kind of Rozier for me. Like, kind of let him get up shots and play hard, but he's just a better version. Terry Rozier could really score. So, obviously they need that shot blocker, which is, I just want to see Chino Hills being built all over again, to be honest with y'all. Like, that's what I want to see. Bismack Biyombo can protect the rim, and he's pretty mobile. He can step up on screens like he just did right there. He has guys that I want to put the ball in LaMelo's hands. Like, appreciate you sending the donation through. And everybody who's watching, need you to do a few things. If you could subscribe to the channel. A lot of people who watch the channel aren't even following. So subscribe to the channel and then give a thumbs up. And if you really want to be updated on a lot of these videos when they come out, turn on your notifications. There's a bell that you click on, and you're able to, you got to close out to that. It's a tough closeout. Not mad at Ingram for that, though. They let New Orleans come back. Yeah, so everybody, if you can give this video a thumbs up and just help us to continue to grow. We're definitely trying to get these videos to get on TV one day. Side note, one step closer to that, we're signing a contract. We'll be on the NBA's Twitch, Marcellus and I. So if you don't follow Marcellus Howard, please make sure you do on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter. But we'll be on their Twitch. We'll be on the NBA's Twitch. You just got the contract together, so we'll be working this Thursday. I don't know who plays. I'm not sure who plays, so forget who plays. Anybody know who played? So okay, great. So we see it now. We just with the wrong guy. We were just talking about this pick and roll pass, pocket pass. So if they could develop him to make these type of passes and make these type of plays, I'm not mad at it. We had two people that were wide open. Just a little bit behind him though. And this is not all on Bismack, right? He has to be ready for that lob. Good pass, good ball movement. I like what I'm seeing from Charlotte, man. Obviously, they got to win some more games. Like I'm pretty sure they're one game under 500, if not being 500. But I like this young team. I don't know how much potential that they have, but they're not bad. They're not bad. They're not bad. This is excellent. And Devontae Graham, on a lot of teams, he's a starting point guard. He really is. But he might be great off the bench if they let him just rock. I would like to see LaMelo start. He's kind of been earning the starting spot. In my opinion, he's been earning it. He's kind of been the most exciting player on the team for me. Gordon Hayward's played pretty good. The spacing. See, this is why New Orleans, I'm just not sure about them. This combo with Brandon Ingram, who can hit shots, is not that great of a shooter. I wish he was a better shooter. I really do. Zion, we know he's not a great shooter. I'll never forget what Famous Los told me. After Zion in his first game, yeah, Los, this is for you. Zion in his first game hit 5 threes, and I said that he needs to become a better shooter. Zion needs to become because I'm seeing how they're going. This is just all off of hype. He's hitting all those threes. It wasn't the shots that he was taking. It was the shots that he wasn't taking. And Los came at me like, yo, like, no, Zion is, he can hit shots. He don't need to become a better shooter. He can already shoot. Did you see what happened? And I'm like, no, bro. Like, no. We need Zion to work on that jumper. But hit these three right here, and then with Bledsoe, there's no floor spacing. It's not spaced out. And he's a work in progress getting his jumper together. Like, he needs to keep improving his jumper, but he's hitting better. But he might be the best shooter on the court. Lonzo, him and Ingram are the best shooters on the court, and I don't think that that's good. This squad ain't the one, in my opinion. And it's not saying Steven Adams can't get you a bucket or can't, he can shoot free throws pretty solid, right? I believe so, but they're missing something, man. This squad is missing something, but we'll see though. Because I wanted them to make the playoffs so bad last year. I really did. I wanted them to make it over Portland personally, just because of the storylines with Lonzo, Ingram, and LeBron, and I knew LeBron and the Lakers were going to win the game. Rozier has been playing good, y'all. Like, watch him. He's kind of nice, and he banged on somebody in the last game. Somebody saying Ingram can shoot. By the numbers, he's not bad. He's just not that good. And I have no problem going under his screens. If I'm coaching against Ingram, I'm saying go under the screens every time. Now, I will say this. Ingram is an all-star. He got a lot better. And I'm happy that he got out of LA so we can see more of what he does. But still some improvements that need to be made. And I'm believing that he's going to make those improvements. Just kind of hearing some good things about him. Lazy, appreciate the donations, man. I love that he just finds people, bro. He just finds people. Passing is his best attribute. I really believe so. He could pass the heck out the ball. Oh, good strip. Didn't get it the second time, though. I think that, somebody said it the best. Like, Ingram takes too many contested shots for me. Don't you do it? Did you expect Zion to be dunking on more people than he has so far in his career? Did you expect Zion to be blocking more shots than he actually blocks? Why didn't he set that screen? The lob would have been open if he would have set that screen. That's silly. Charlotte started slowly just coming back in this game, and it was really disappointing, in my opinion, just to see that, because New Orleans just could be so much better. Let's see if Ingram could have made an earlier read, because they doubled him right off of this. Probably got it. Oh, Melo was reading that, though. He was going to steal that if he threw it to Steven Adams. Good read. But he still don't know. You probably should have threw it to Steven a little bit earlier. Anyways, he stayed patient and found a good pass, found a good shot out of that. So that was a good thing. Can he shoot? Can Miles shoot? Because the games I've been looking at, he was scoring. He's been hitting shots, not just dunking. He's been more than a shooter. And he's kind of got a little kill in him, which I like. Good size, good height. Somebody said they need JJ Redick on the floor more. Maybe. You know, if you watch JJ Redick, he's actually not that bad of a defender. He's just undersized. Good jump hook. He really doesn't miss those too often. Wrong way. So getting the pass. Yes, nothing. Okay, so like, remember I was talking about pick and roll. I said wrong way. He goes the wrong way on this pick. Because watch how much help that they have now. Everybody slides over. And they recover on time. And they guard this perfect. They just gave away this, you know, on a great dive through right here. Miles Bridges, great dive. Normally that pass is open and allows a closeout right here. If he didn't dive through, that closeout wouldn't have been available. He's playing at his own speed, which is a great thing to see. Lamelo playing at his own speed. It's a good sight to see. JJ Redick actually had a good shooting game in one of these games. See the little Euro by Steven Adams. He's so slow. And he looks like Thor. Or Aquaman, not Thor. I want you to watch Josh Hart and pay attention to how good of a finisher he is. I saw it with LA. He just like will finish everything. Oh no, get off of my screen. I don't want that. Tough. You'll live with that. Josh Hart's a good defender. You'll live with that. Good pass. Extra pass. Good pass. Knockdown jumper. See more and more NBA teams. This is the Draymond Green. This is David Lee. This is what San Antonio did for years and really, really, in my opinion, made popular. This extra pass. A lot of people always used to try to score this. Teach players that are the role, man. You got to start first looking for that pass, but be in attack mode still, nonetheless. If you're not a threat, that's not going to open up. But I love that more teams are starting to do that. Look at the ball movement. Charlotte has good ball movement, man. Watch how they turn up when LaMelo gets back in the game. Tough. I always thought that JJ Redick shot is flat. It doesn't barely travel over the backboard. And these shots are easier to go in when you're in college, but I just don't think that he puts enough arc on his jumper. Even though he's a shooter, absolutely. But I would just love to see JJ Redick. And, you know, it probably sounds crazy coming from me because that's JJ, but ooh. If he would have slipped to the basket right here, that would have been wide open. Zion wasn't looking no way, but. Is that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's brother? Our cousin? You know, we gave Hayward a hard time, but he has been kind of balling over in he didn't play great last game, but he has been kind of balling for Charlotte. 44 points, and everybody was ready to damn. Well, he dunked on somebody there. He caught up in the poster. we got to give credit where credit's due. Gordon Hayward has been playing better with this team. LaMelo has elite skill, but for me, his mentality is just different. I work with him in the JBA. His hunger and his confidence is just different. Mamba. So, AB the hero. You could tell me, because I heard this from a lot of people. Melo works really hard, doesn't he? Like, because I don't think it gets highlighted a lot, but Melo works on his game a lot, doesn't he? Because the improvements that I've seen in his game, it doesn't come from somebody who hasn't been working on their game. Like, he's made a huge jump from when I watched him as a kid and studied him, you know, in Australia or wherever he was at. I think that he's gotten so much better, in my opinion, in terms of his skill, in terms of his decision-making, his defensive reads. He's working every day. And so I'm happy that you said that, could vouch for that, because I love guys that just work. Like, that's what 10,000 hours is about. You know, the whole in the lab thing is about, you know, so I have a lot of faith in guys like LaMelo. See this thing right here. Okay, so it's kind of his play style, but I know what's going to actually take his game to a different level. So, okay, his job was to set that screen or whatever, right? He's just kind of just walking around. Go field to an open spot. You here to set the screen for somebody? He's kind of just like floating around. Yeah, probably he ends up getting an assist off of that. But he's just like, I would love to see him like pick his spots when he doesn't have the ball a little bit better. He's kind of good. He's not bad at cutting to the basket, but just those little things to create more space and then coaching people and talking to him. I from what I've been hearing, he's actually really vocal. You know, in practices and whatnot. And all this stuff is, man, it's something to really get excited about, because we could be talking about, oh, that's tough. We could be talking about a guy with MVP potential. I didn't think so at first. I didn't know how good he was going to be when he was a kid, but like when I saw him in the Pro-Am and he was going at heads, and these dudes was like good players. Like when I saw that, I was like, well, shit, I mean, how much potential does he have? Making open pass. You love playing with guys like this. You love when you run knowing that you're going to get the ball. You love playing with guys like this, especially if you want to get buckets. And look what he did. Like, you know, you guys know how I feel about three-point celebration. I can't stand them. But, like, him getting hyped for his team, I'm cool with that. I'm more open with that. Me personally, I'm like, just get back on defense. You know, I'm more of a trash talker, you know, and then hyping my teammates up at the same time. But, like, he does that when he makes a shot, and he does that when others make a shot. And I think when others make a shot like that, I think it's bigger. You know, it's starting to show more of a leader. And my biggest thing with Lonzo, as much as, you know, I was huge on Lonzo when he was at UCLA. I just think that he could be more vocal. He just seems like more of a quiet guy. I don't know him personally, but, you know, I would like to see him become more of a leader. I like to see LaMelo become more of that too. I think that these dudes both, I mean, LaMelo's got crazy potential, y'all. Glad you've been doing these live videos. Hope I can work out with you one day. Like I said, when I'm opening everything back up when things start to get better, because, you know, it's just not good right now, which is funny because you got everybody kind of trying to go back to normal and running tournaments and doing this, and COVID is killing people. So I'm just chilling on that for a while, and then we'll jump back into it. Okay, so let me see. Remember. It's a good read. I want to see Zion open up. Oh, okay. So he was just trying to sell that he didn't foul him. I see it. It's nice. Spacing sucks right now, though. I don't. Anyways, let's get off of this. This is actually the first quarter. I don't even know what I'm doing. So I want to get back to, if you guys are watching this, especially before you head out, give me a thumbs up. We're trying to grow this channel, grow it to be bigger. Today we're going over LaMelo. We're going to go over Sharif Cooper, you know, give it a little mini section. Probably, I want to see him rack up a few more games. Atlanta and Charlotte. Atlanta, Charlotte. They've been bullying Charlotte, but Atlanta. But Atlanta just has bad luck right now, man, with injuries. And I think Bogdanovich, he just broke his kneecap, or he's probably out for the year. Just have bad luck right now. So this is the game where Lamelo Ball went for a triple-double. And I like some things that I saw, because Trey's one of the best guards in the NBA. I like the fact that Lamelo a couple times was just going right into his chest and trying to post him up and do different things. And I enjoy seeing that kill. Like knowing that it's a little killer in there. So that was a good thing. LaMelo does not start. I'm wondering if they're going to start him. I'm saying the same thing. Who else isn't starting is Anthony Edwards, not starting. Halliburton, not starting. And I have no problem with making guys earn a starting spot. I really don't mind it. What's wrong with earning a starting spot? Instead of just, we always talk about entitled kids, right? But then we want to just, if they are number one pick, just start them. Let them, earn their stripes. And I get there's a lot of money involved, but, I'm seeing Anthony Edwards, he's getting better every game. He's getting better every game, and he's learning how to build up NBA reps against the second squad, and then he's going to get used to that, and he's going to be trying to kill these first squads. And he gets, a solid amount of minutes. LaMelo, he's playing starters minutes for the most part. They're putting him in at some pretty important times. I don't have a problem. Halliburton, have you guys noticed how many clutch shots Halliburton keeps hitting? I don't mind it. I like this class. They're actually playing really good, a lot of the guys. James Wiseman is continuing to grow. Still has bad shot selection, but he's getting better every game. And I love watching his progress. I wouldn't say it's bad shot selection. It's just he just hasn't figured out the best time. Man, this dude can pass, bro. These left-handed whip passes are just out of control, bro. Seeing everything before it happens. I love the combination of Terry Rozier and LaMelo Ball. I did not think I was going to like it the way that I like it. Like, they're actually not bad together. They're actually not bad together. Watch how he sells this play with his eyes, because he's such a good passer. Looks him off right there. It makes him jump back to Miles Bridges. Open layup. Nobody challenged at the rim, which was crazy to me. Difference between good teams and bad teams. Come off of that. Come off of it. Come off of it. Clogging up space. Same thing right there. You got to fill out the corner, tell him to slide over. Even though they're going the wrong way. Actually, I would have filled out to this corner so you got a two-on-one situation. But now it's just clogging up space. So, now hopefully you guys are seeing what I was talking about. Sometimes it's just there. We all know how good he is with the ball. I want to see him get better at just understanding where to be when he doesn't have the ball. Got to see Terry on that one. Got to see Terry Rozier on that one, Gordon. You get a chance, watch Cam Reddish on defense. He's actually a really good defender. On ball. This was so tough. That was so nasty. Remember, I always tell you guys how hard it is to guard somebody that is running at you. He does a good job of just picking up speed, contact exchange. Get a little back tap right there. Back tap. Send you, give you a little bit of momentum going to the right so I can clear that lane going to the basket. But it's just not good defense. Look at these guys. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. The only person that sees the ball, which is the only thing that can score, is Trey. It's just like, where's the help defense at? This team doesn't have potential to win the NBA title because they can't switch everything yet. Certain squads, they have the opportunity to, but give me a squad that can switch at like 4 different positions. Twin got moved. Little spin. That was tough. I did that on Instagram the other day. Not in the NBA game, though. We're going to get at Sharif Cooper when we get some more games built up. See, like, I need games built up before I do film sessions because I got to be careful. So, like, the Knicks right now, what's their record? I think they're like 5-5. And if I would have just jumped out and did a film session on them, like, I want them to rack up some games and, like, let me see if it's more solid, right? You know, you can say that about Charlotte. I'm not claiming Charlotte's an NBA championship team. I'm claiming that LaMelo's going to be rookie of the year. He's going to be in top 3. If he's not the rookie of the year, he's definitely going to be top 3. Healthy. If he stays healthy, he's going to win rookie of the year. I got no doubt about that. I just want to let you know that I really appreciate you doing this. I'm learning so much about the sport that I didn't know before, and just me one. This is exactly why I'm doing these film sessions, so you guys can keep putting this knowledge in your brain. And the more you hear me say it, the more you're going to start saying it, the more you're going to realize it, the better that coaching and basketball and training and all this stuff gets. We want to better the sport. We don't want to see the sport stay in the same spot. We want to see it grow over the years. I just want to see the funnest basketball that I can watch by the time I'm like 70. Like the best basketball I've ever seen. I want to be able to tell people legit, like, this is better than my generation. I would love to tell people that. Appreciate you sending a donation through. And everybody that sent money through, man, I really, that's dope. I definitely got bills that I got to pay over here too. So, all this, whatever, even if it's $1, all that helps. I ain't gonna lie. But either way, whether I'm broke, whether I'm rich, I'm still going to be doing these film sessions throughout this whole year. And who knows what will happen next year, but throughout this year, you guys are going to learn a lot. And I'm going to learn a lot. Because I'm actively learning watching this with you guys. They got some talented young players, which, it might be good timing for Charlotte. They might be able to make some moves in the future, but Rozier's been playing good, man. He has some moments where it's just like, oh shoot. Cash Nasty wants you to train them. I wouldn't mind getting it. I would train Cash Nasty if we both got a chance to lift together. I want to lift with him. But Cash Nasty is dope. I became a fan of his because I didn't know about him, a year ago. I probably didn't know about me. But, just him in this video, they're hella funny, bro. I've been watching all of them, low-key. I went through a marathon like a month ago, just watching like all the videos. See, like in the pre-draft videos, I was saying his balance needs to get better. His balance 100% has gotten a lot better. And if he continues to do that, he's going to be a player that we all think that he can be. If you're watching this video and you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the In the Lab YouTube page. Blow by of the year. Dang. I like that LaMelo's patient. Subscribe and turn on your notifications. There's a little bell I want you to click. And then if you got it in you, click the thumbs up button so we can continue to grow, get the analytics up for this channel, so that we can take these things to the NBA, to ESPN, say, look what these videos do. People are interested in it. People are learning from it. This is going to help grow the sport. And who knows what can happen from there. Cash Nasty collab will be fire. Y'all both got to pay these bills. I think Cash would lift with you. I don't know. I think it would be cool. A little cool collab. lightweight chilling off the one-on-ones for a while. I'm more focused on what I can learn before I go back to doing, playing and stuff. And then how many people I could teach. Love it, man. It just finds people, bro. This dude just finds people. And he's looking. See, you want your point guard. See, this is more. He's a really good mix of your traditional point guard and your new age point guard, the ones who like to score and whatnot, right? I think LaMelo has a great balance because it's not just him trying to get up 40. He's trying to find you. He gets hyped off of dimes. I'm seeing that. He gets hyped off of winning. And I think that for the most part, he's starting to play more and more and more winning basketball. Let's see if he finds somebody off of this. Yep. Good pass. Yeah, bro, like Bill Russell witnessed the NBA since it started all the way till now. Yeah, that's where I look at it. I want to see it improve. And from when I was a teenager to now, basketball is better. It's smarter. Not a lot of people from my generation like admitting those things, but 100% it is. See. This was the right read. Cam Reddish, he kind of had to, but Trey, if he's going to do that, Trey has to be ready to go to the corner. And then they X. So like an X, literally think about an X. So like Trey will go there, Reddish will go there to his man. So if he's going to help like that, that's what needs to happen. It's so easy to guard when they're coming in this direction. For the Atlanta Hawks, it's easier to guard when they're standing over here and they have the strong side loaded up. But if you're expecting Reddish to go from there, then back over there, it's going to be a lot tougher. Yo, Dev, I appreciate these for real. CJ McCollum has been one of the best players in the league so far. Can we get a film session on him soon? He is a bucket, and I would 100% agree on that. And, since you said that, I will do something on CJ, especially if they win. I think they play today. They win, I'm doing a little film session. I have featured him in some of these film sessions, and I think he's doing a great job, man. He's so fun to watch. Because you talk about somebody who could play basketball and then also can go ones, You love to see it. Melo definitely brings the chemistry to the Hornets. Yeah, easily. He's easily bringing better chemistry. They're putting him in pick and roll situations, too. This is the second time we've seen him. Let's see how he goes into this. Pick and roll. Actually, I don't think that was playing. He just went to set the screen. Playing the Draymond Green. Roll, man. Good pass. But here's the thing we always want to pay attention to. He was in attack mode. He was trying to score this. And then hung and ended up making a pass. Ended up being the right play. Love to see it. It's a positionless game. So he can do that type of stuff. That's the second time we've seen that. Let's see what his eyes do, though. Yeah, he's peeking that corner. He's checking his mirrors. Because the play is to get Rozier open, too, or just lob pass. But if they taking both of these away, which they only took one, actually, he's going to get an open layup. So it's a set a screen right here. Johnson sets a screen, and then Rozier sets that screen on Capella. In high school, this always worked, guys, because people don't know how to guard it. It's so easy to guard it. But what he has to do is set the screen on Capella's left shoulder. If he does that, it'll open him up for a live pass this way. You can't. I don't think you should set it behind him. You should angle the screen so he can't get around that. And then Terry Rozier, after setting that screen, pops out for the three-pointer right here. Can't think of the action that's called. I don't know why I can't think of it. Thoughts on Colin Sexton? Really slept on this year. Colin Sexton is playing good basketball. I want to see more from Cleveland. Let's see where they are after 15 games. Let's see where the Knicks are after 15 games. Because I'm going to start thinking, I'm not falling for it this year. For nobody. Like, I'm not falling for it. I've been going over guys that kind of been proven a little bit for the most part. But, like, with the Knicks, they've been in that hole for a long time. So I'm not going to go out here singing about the Knicks. I just want to see them start playing. Keep what they're doing. Julius Randle's playing great. He's scoring the ball. It's what he's doing. Spain pick and roll. There we go. Spain pick and roll. Somebody else calls it different. Every team calls it something different. I'm thankful that you guys said that. Let me write that one down in my notes. The Spanish pick and roll. I want to look at Real Madrid in a film session one day. Thank you guys for that. See, you guys teach me stuff. This is, all right, let me explain to you guys something real quick. So there's a coach that I know that got a chance to go down for a training session. I'm not going to say his name because he'd be mad if I said it. But he got a chance to go down a training session with Wade and all those guys, those main guys, LeBron, Chris Paul, they were all met up and had a training session. I believe it was in Miami. And he said one of the dopest things is, he said there was a lot of things that happened. He said they were waking up super early, doing the sauna, getting their bodies right, working out, stretching. They had trainers ready to stretch them. They had weightlifting at this time. Then they had recovery at this time. They had a second workout. They had recovery. They were eating meals. They had chefs. And it was kind of like a retreat just for, getting better for the year and preparing yourself for the year. And he said one of the coolest things that he saw within all the really good players, which good and bad to me because I hate, working out with the competition. But it's cool that what you going to do? All these guys are really good friends. But what they were doing is that he told me is all of them were sharing knowledge. Oh, this is what I learned through this year. If you do this, this opens up. And if you do this, and then then Jimmy Butler would say something. Then Chris Paul would say something. And they were all learning through each other. And I thought that was really, really dope. And so I'm happy. And I say that because you guys brought up what you just said, telling me called the Spain pick and roll, right? It's dope. That's how information should work. I should be able to teach you something. You should be able to teach me something. We're all learning together. The thing is, I learn from kids. I be learning little crossover moves from kids. They're 8 years old or 13 years old. I learn stuff all the time. It doesn't matter who I'm learning from as long as I'm learning. So I want you guys to always treat that, treat it like that. That's how we should be. Knowledge should be shared. Knowledge isn't meant to just be held on. Eventually it's going to get out. The secret sauce always gets put out. I could teach you how to make a Big Mac because I learned. I learned the sauce. All right. That's tough. Let's see how that opened up for him. Slide over. Right there to the slot, more so. So that pass isn't as long, but you got good spacing on it for the most part. Good fake. Could he have dimed that early? Yeah, he could have dimed it earlier, but I like what he did, though. He could have dimed it to Miles Bridges. If Zoe had Melo's confidence, do you think he'd be better than his brother? LaMelo has better skill. He has a better handle than Lonzo. Yeah, he has better moves. I've been saying that for a long time. But yes, confidence goes a long ways. Absolutely. Carlton Morris, absolutely. He'd be a better player, but I still think LaMelo moves the best out of the three of them, and he has more potential because of it. He can do more. Still would give Lonzo the slight edge on passing, but that's really me stretching it because I don't even know anymore. Because LaMelo's been passing the heck out the basketball. In pick and roll, in ISO, whatever. Literally, when he's the role man, he's been passing the ball. And I haven't seen that much out of Lonzo. He's doing more. So, these plays. Don't just stand there. Space it out. It matters. It matters because it'll open this man up or it'll open you up, but it'll allow more spacing on this side. But it matters. I know it just sounds so little. Why am I harping over Melo just doing that? Bro, it matters. That's why it matters. He's hitting nose, bro. I mean, this is triple-double game. If he's hitting nose, I mean, shoot. What is he trying to get here? I thought he was going to come off of this handoff. He spaces out. I don't think there was nothing that he was trying to get. if you're going to do something or if you're going to go somewhere, know why you're going there. And if you're watching this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow everybody's knowledge of the game. I know I kind of sound like a broken record, but bang out. When you pass the ball and you move it around a little bit better and you create more closeouts, you're going to get more situations like this. But this was just a good individual. Don't reach. He got his teammate banged on right there. He's got control over the ball, bro. Good pass. Good handoff. Should have attacked that a little stronger, though. It's an unselfish team. And they're going to, if they keep playing like this, they're going to beat some teams that we didn't expect them to beat. And they're going to continue to do it because they already have.
And Ball has 10 rebounds, 1 assist from a triple-double.
The Spain pick and roll, same thing. Terry Rozier actually like set that up. So you see he's pointing right here. I love that, man. I love that. Now I'm seeing him lead a little bit. He's pointing and telling him to go set that because he's planning on setting it for him. And Terry Rozier, that's actually a high IQ play because for the way that he's setting that, you have to set this screen in the right position because if you don't, say if he set that screen over here, then this lob pass, it's not open. Like there's nothing open. So now he allows him to come off of this way, and him rim running right here allows him to be wide open good, like pick up by Cam though. Didn't all the way get everything they wanted out of that, but they ended up getting a bucket. And John Collins he was under there. If he spaced out more, he would sacrifice rebounds. But it's not about that. It's not. I mean, if you're scoring, you're not worried about rebounds. Nobody worried about that. I see what you're saying. You know, that's how, he's kind of always in the right spot at the right time, right? But it's still about spacing. Good teams have good spacing. I was lucky. Cash me out. Rozier been playing good. I see your point, though, but, like, I just watched too much Golden State, y'all. Like, I know it sounds – and the Lakers, too. I know it sounds like a broken record, and maybe I'm just like a bandwagon or whatever. I watched too much Lakers with LeBron. Last year it was crazy. Their spacing was crazy last year. And then Golden State, where they have the ultimate floor spacers when they were winning championships, especially when Durant was there, but even before he was. I just watched too much of it. And it helps when you have that spacing on the floor. It allows people to drive to the basket. Even if they wanted to go a one-on-one, having that spacing actually matters. Love the content. Don't drop me off. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate all the money you guys sent through. Hopefully you guys are learning from this and continue to learn from it. I'm always trying to give fresh content and not make everything so repetitive, but good pass. The first thing that was open was Gordon Hayward. He ended up taking a tough shot, but if you're Cam and Atlanta Hawks, you're not mad at this possession. He didn't get the stop, but, like, he stepped up in a perfect – I wouldn't say perfect. He could have stepped up on that earlier. Right around here and blew that whole thing up. I see Draymond do this all the time, and I see LeBron does a good job of this every now and then. What's going on with Trey? What's going on with Trey Young right now? He hasn't looked good to me. He had a few really good games where he was killing, and then I guess that whole thing with him and John Collins came out. I think they're still cool, but, like, it's our longest stream. I did not mean to be streaming for no hour and 15 minutes. I've been on this too long. I get excited to go over basketball, though. All right, last time I'm asking, please, as a favor, if you guys mess with the stream, give a video a thumbs up. And after it's over, if you wouldn't mind, if you wouldn't mind, just sending a comment through, like telling us what you want to see in the actual comment section of the video, not the live chat. So just let me know. If you're trying to get your game right and you're trying to get better at basketball, I have just the thing for you. We call it the Academy, and we have the app on Android and Apple. This question is more important than that Academy ad. So somebody said, "Thanks. I just want clarity. Because do you really want to sacrifice that triple double?" Absolutely, absolutely. There's a guy that plays in Washington that gets triple doubles all the time, but it doesn't necessarily connect to winning. And I don't want it to turn into a bad session. It's not. But like, spacing is more important than stats. It's about winning. It is not about personal stats. So yes, I would love it absolutely if we're spaced the floor out 100%. 100%. I would want you to sacrifice a triple double over spacing any day of the week, because now it becomes more about the team than it becomes more about me. So yes, space the floor out. All right, I'm not gonna run the whole ad again. Hopefully you guys have been staying tuned. Let me see if I got any shoes to give away throughout this week. I think I got something right behind here. Hold on for a second. Woo, man. I do have some shoes. It's gonna sound really coincidental, but like, I have some Westbrooks to give away. Actually, they're a really cool shoe and they look good on foot. These are bottoms. These are sides. These are the insides. These are tops. So I'll be giving those away throughout this week, and I have another pair. Take Trey, first game out. He's shooting worse than Luka. He's not playing that well. I have some shoes from the Crayola pack. So Donovan Mitchell's. And then lastly, I'll be giving a couple of these away this week. I haven't worn these. I think they still got the stuff in the shoes, so you guys can collect on the Crayola pack. Donovan Mitchell. So I just got a few shoes I'm giving away. I'm about to move, so I got so many shoes, bro, and I don't need them. I mean, they all do the same thing when you put them on. Just help you walk and run and stuff. So I'll be giving you guys some kicks away. The Yeezys, the person who won the Yeezys, those are going to go out today. Hopefully you guys got the other pair of shoes, whoever ordered those. But anyways, thank you for supporting the end of the live stream. This is our longest one, and don't get used to it because this be draining me. But I enjoy doing this. As long as you guys, keep supporting our streams, I'll keep supporting with these type of videos, man. So do me a favor and share it, and I'll catch you guys on next. Everybody who's inside the academy, pull up on Wednesday. We will be doing our Zoom workouts, and I'll have some videos up for this week. All right, I'll check you guys on the next one.